Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. I've missed you. It's been a couple weeks. My grandson started football last Saturday, and it was right during our quality time with each other. However, that quality time of football with my grandson was spectacular. He is going to crush it. I'm so proud of him. Speaking of crushing it, I began this 67-day challenge in a group that I'm in, hashtag Rise and Grind, and also on Clubhouse, Breakfast with Champions, it's called. And the person right here, this amazing guy, Len Lundy, started a movement a long time ago, if you want to call it a movement, on the Morning Five. So you can actually find this book at www.themorning5.com, the number 5, not spell the word out, just the morning, the number 5.com. And I started this on Thursday and I'm on day 3 and I'm late for the call this morning and I overslept. I hit the snooze button and it was an epic fail. However, I'm on the call no matter what time it is. Hey, Terry, no matter what time it is. So here I am and we're about to get started. So 5 simple steps to extraordinary living, Glenn says, and it's working. And there are hundreds of people that have decided to do this 67-day challenge, and it's never hit the snooze button. And Glenn talks about he sleeps 4 hours a night. And I can remember a time when I slept only 4 hours a night, and it was my best sleep ever. Like, I could get up, my feet would hit the floor, and I would just start running. And now it's like I'm on 7 hours of sleep. And it really is a lot of it is about mind stuff. And so I'm going to work on getting back to at least, 6 hours of sleep, because I really feel like I'm just missing out on some hours and time in my day. And I want to be a little bit more focused and not even a little bit more, be more focused and intentional on my time. So I have some courses that I want to finish taking and learn and grow, and I'm certain that you're that person too. So let's get on to number 2 is leave the phone alone. Do not be looking at the phone first thing in the morning or watching the news first thing in the morning. Do something really great for yourself. So either meditate and, or just sit down and Glenn, we have a book that also comes from Glenn. Or from Danelle Delgado, whichever works. And Danelle's book is Joy, and it's just a beautiful book. I actually do a lot of note taking in there. But write down your gratitude and your goals. What are you grateful for? And 10 things before you even get started for the day. Write out 10 things that you're grateful for before you even start your day. And you can do that. You can be grateful for what you want to have happen in your day during the day, and you can manifest that. And I know this from my own experiences that what you put out there, you definitely can get back. And sometimes you're thinking, well, I do this all the time and I don't get anything back. What's that mean? And I'm talking about just put great thoughts out there to start your day so that good thoughts come back to you. And good things, and you'll find that the people around you and things that happen around you will come back to you tenfold. At least that's how it works for me anyway, so I would love for that to work for you like that. Okay, number 3 is gratitude and goals. And write down your daily goals, your weekly goals, your monthly goals. Now, I've talked to you about Frank Lope's book, The 7-Minute Setup, and there's going to be a few mentions in here this morning because they absolutely have helped change the trajectory of things for me. So I was in a company, partner with a company, and it just didn't work for me. For a long time, though, the products worked, and the culture of people, though, oh my gosh, are absolutely amazing. I still have really strong, great relationships with them. And sometimes that's what we need to is those friendships, the people in your life that will inspire you, uplift you, and challenge you to become more. And I absolutely love them. I'm not leaving that community of friends. I am leaving that company. I'm going in a whole different direction. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. I'm super, super excited about it. And some of you will be shocked. Some will be like, yay. And you can do the same. Yes. And then send an encouraging message. You never know who wants to hear what you have to say, right? and not even what you have to say. I love loving on people. It's one of my, and I love celebrating people. I am your biggest cheerleader. I love to encourage, I love to inspire, and I want you to know just how much that I do deeply care about you and that you do mean the world to me. And that's my superpower. And so sending out these encouraging messages, it definitely changes things. So so I'm going to give you an example. So when I meet up with people or I'm in a situation, so boy, there's a lot of so's in this. What is going on? Oh, I have a different job now. I'm working at a bar at a Marriott, and I'm calling this my stepping stone. And I've been doing a stepping stone for 10 years now, and I have made 7 promises to myself, and one of them is to get myself out of a job and work very closely with people in an industry that I had come out of, which we'll get into in just a second here. So working at the bar, I had a couple of situations where I'm like, what is going on? Like, why do I keep attracting this certain type of person? And I've heard it before about the people that we attract in our lives is how we are. So we have that mirror image. So for example, the other night I was, had a conversation with a couple of people in the bar that I work at, and they just got really snippy and just really ugly, basically. And I'm like, what the heck? And then when that happens too, I ask myself, okay, what did I do to create that? Like, what is it about myself that I'm still bringing about those kind of situations and those kind of people and that kind of attitude? And I said to myself, no more. Like this, I'm completely so done with this. The next day I came in and I brought in 2 little gifts, and I just said, you know what? I gave an encouraging message, and I just said, thank you for, just showing me to be a better person. And I really mean that, because I really do take into account, again, like I said, the type of people that I'm attracting and what the situation is. And yes, there are people that are just like that. So I'm not saying that we attract that all the time into our lives, but if you're waking up in the morning and you're not hitting snooze button and you keep falling back to sleep, and you get up and the first thing you look at is a phone, and the first thing you look at is the news, I can promise you're going to just feel cruddy, and you're going to keep attracting that through your news feed, and you're going to keep attracting all this ugliness. And so you want that to change. Stop doing that. Don't hit this news button. Don't look at your phone first thing upon awakening, and don't be watching the news. Read a book like this one. Like I said, you can find this book. I actually put the link in already on my page at themorning5.com. It's free. You can just go down. Sorry, Facebook. I wasn't supposed to say that word. This book is a gift to you. You can just go download it at www.themorning5.com. Again, like I said. And then also physical activity. So I found that with physical activity too, I've been having some major challenges with that. And I'm like, you guys, I'm only 61 years old. Come on. Like, what is going on? And so here's what I found. First of all, I'm having knee issues. Hey, Connie, good morning. So I'm having knee issues. So I had to go get, and this was absolutely necessary because I couldn't even it was getting to the point I could hardly walk again. And I had knee surgery 2 years ago to repair a knee meniscus. And they didn't take it out. They actually repaired it. Because I didn't want to have arthritis in my knee. And I said, no, let's just go repair it. So that's what we did. Well, guess what? 2 years later, and it's no longer working. So I had to get a cortisone shot, which I absolutely don't like. I already have enough toxins in my body for those of you that have been watching me, know that I had breast implants, and then I had to have them explanted, and I already have enough toxins going on in my body without adding some more. So that's really been a challenge. And I was like, oh my gosh. And however, though, it took away the pain in my knee, I'm able to at least function. But there are some days that, like, once in a while, I was like, whoa, I'll get a zinger in either my breast or my knee. And I'm like, man, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't want to feel any of this stuff till I'm like 90, because I plan on living to be a very old age. Okay. Just so you know. And so anyway, so I have to, so the workouts are challenging because my knees, so I got to be super careful. I don't want to like blow it out before, it's necessary. And we just temporarily put in a cortisone shot so I can at least work for a few months before I got to take time off. And I've been talking with my doctor, and we're just going to do a total knee replacement because everything is just gone in my knees. And this is from a lot of hard work. And it came from an industry that I was in for 17 years. I wore heels every single day. And I have I'm going to share this with you right now too. So I'm going to be on Clubhouse on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central. And our Clubhouse, I'm going to be partnered with a guy named Jack Schulman. He is an ex-DJ in our industry, in the adult entertainment industry. And in our Clubhouse name is going to be Healing the Heels with It's Shelly Jean and Jack Schulman. I'd love to have you there. So if you want to be a part of our program, feel free to follow us on Clubhouse, and we'd love to invite you in so that you can be hanging out with us on stage at 7 p.m. Monday nights right there on Clubhouse. And we're going to be talking about things like this, because I want to teach others and talk to others about the impact of the adult entertainment industry, the self-image that we have, why we feel the need to have to get breast implants, and the illnesses toxins that have come from having implants. A lot of girls don't know that, so you don't know what you don't know. And having a knee replacement is from wearing heels 17 years of my life. Being in that adult entertainment industry. And no, I was not a hooker or any of those things, but I definitely was a topless dancer. It's how I earned my living. It's how I took care of my family. I have no shame in that. I absolutely loved what I did. I had a great time, but it is definitely a very, very misunderstood job, per se, and career choice. All these different things. And there's a lot of psychological things that lead up to that too. So I'm super, super excited that we have a lineup of just exceptional people that were in that industry, that even some that were in the porn industry, so that they can come and share their stories with us. And we'll be talking with them about their life experiences, and the family people like myself with my 3 kids. And now that my kids are adults and we've had many conversations, I would love to have, I know one for sure would love to come on and talk about his experiences, because it really altered and shifted, obviously, the course of all our lives. And it wasn't in a really bad way, but it definitely taught us things that I was really unaware of. And so these are the things that I want to bring awareness to. So for me and Jack, or Jack and I, or however you want to say it, that's what we're going to be doing on Monday nights. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so excited about this. And we definitely will have a website too. Just haven't decided on what the name of it we want to call it yet. So I'll let you know about that next Saturday. And we'll be doing things kind of a little bit backwards. We're going to start on Clubhouse, and we're going to come in. We're going to create our website. We got a cute little memes going to be on so we can put that on our YouTube channel. And yes, we'll have that too. And then we're going to turn it all into podcasting. So that's going to be very, very exciting. So that's what's happening over here. And, and I want to share too that I have one more friend who she's getting her breast explanted on the 22nd of September. I'm so incredibly proud of her. And you guys are going to be floored when I tell you that this girl is my ex-husband's girlfriend. This is the girl who my husband at that time left me for in our group of friends, and we have become really good friends. And I do not wish anyone ill. These implants are horrific, and I just wanted to see her well. So I reached out to her and I said, hey girl, I think I know what's going on with you, because she has been to so many doctors. She's takes so much medication she can't even work, and I said, I think we have a common denominator here. I said, I think it's our breast implants. And sure enough, she went and talked to my doctor, and they talked through things and definitely found out that she definitely has breast implant toxicity too. And she also had I think it was an MRI, something in that order, but did find out that one of hers is ruptured. She's had pain for a long time, and she thought it was her ribs. And it is her ribs, but it was her implant that was causing it. So ladies and gentlemen, if you know someone or you hear more about breast implant illness, you've got to let people know. You can bring them to me, and I can place them in a group that we have there's actually a Facebook group on Facebook that is super huge into this. I would be more than happy to put you in there if that's what, so you can do your own research, get, more feedback from all the women that are in this group. When I started this group 3 years ago, there were 60,000 women, and there's over 130,000 women in this group now. So that's saying something. The FDA has now been approved to put black box on these bags. So the doctors now have to share with you the warnings of these toxic implants. Like, it is very, very crucial. Like, there was a girl I just read that only put implants in 5 months ago, and already she's experiencing major, major problems. And it's because her body is rejecting them. And it's a different substance. Our bodies weren't meant to have different things put into them. And yes, there are other girls that nothing happened, or so they think. And I thought the same thing because I had 2 sets. So my first set was, I felt like it didn't affect me at all until I realized that they did. Because towards the end of having my first set, probably for the last 3 years, I had no libido. I had no energy. I was just experiencing, it wasn't like physical, it was all internal things. And then I also had these blotches though that were on my body, and I thought maybe it was just from, I don't know, whatever. And then I realized I'm allergic to myself. I really am. Like, these toxins have like literally brought forth these large red bulges. Almost all of them now have disappeared from my explantation from my second set. Because I got a second set because I thought, well, maybe if I got a second set, then, get some new ones that maybe things would turn around. And they did in the beginning just for a few months, and then things started happening again. So January, I explanted. Best decision ever. Super, super happy about that. And so long story, back to getting to the physical activity. So my knee went out. And a lot of that, too, is not just from wearing heels every day, but there is also from the toxins, because the implants and the toxins actually can, like I said, cause a lot of internal things. So who is to say that it wasn't a part of, the cause of my hysterectomy? Because when you look at the explant list of all of the things that implants can cause, hysterectomy, having a hysterectomy was one of them. I've had that. Joint related problems, I've had that. And definitely brain fog, I've had that. So there's all these different things. So I'm thinking, wow. So you can go to the doctor for all these different things, and it comes down to one thing: your freaking breast implants. What the heck is that? Right? So I'm just here to share with you, and that's that's what I'm doing, is bring awareness so that you know that you know that you know. And once you know, there's no turning back, right? So I just wanted, I want to come in here and let you know that, there are solutions to these things too. So my physical activity is limited because of my knee. So then I found out, so I thought that too, so from having a hysterectomy, and you might find this interesting. So having a hysterectomy also a few years later, from what I've read and understood, can bring about also bladder prolapse. And so I thought that happened a few months ago, and it's taken me a while to get finally into the urologist. And I went in and got checked, and my first doctor was like, yep. She's like, you got this, but you also got something else going on. And I was like, what? And I forget what the name of it's called, but it comes down to, and I'm just going to be straight up here with you so that you can totally understand what I'm talking about. So, but the rectal, there's like a rectal sac or whatever, that actually fell. It wasn't my bladder, it was that. And that sac is actually what's hitting my bladder, which is causing bladder issues. So I get the great honor of going now to a not having a colonoscopy, but going to a colon place and getting all that checked out, because that's what's doing that. So that's another symptom to a freaking breast implant toxins. So I could have had all this avoided by not having these sorry, Lord, that's not what I meant. Having these awful things put in my body. I could have avoided 90% of my ailments had I known. Moving forward, this is my goal, is to teach others to just learn to love on yourself. Either A, keep you from going into an industry that really can just do some damage, doing damage control, and also informing the public of this very misinformed, misjudged profession. So that's my mission, that's my goal, and I am just so honored to be able to share. And so I know that the things that I've went through, even though as sucky as they can be, so that I can help somebody else. Because I can tell you right now, first of all, to be able to put my hand on my chest is like the coolest thing ever. Like, and every time I can, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do that. And I can actually feel my heartbeat. I haven't felt that since 1993 when I got my first set, right? So this is like so amazing. I absolutely freaking love it. And then also though, I can give my kids hugs and give people hugs and actually have them up close, like heart to heart, and not like boob to chest. Like, it's just crazy. And anyway, so I'm excited to share all these things with you moving forward. So I'm not really certain about Saturday mornings. I'm still contemplating that, because what we're working on too is coming live on Monday nights from Clubhouse. And so that's the goal, that's the intention that's set. However, I can come here on Saturday mornings and kind of give you a recap of what happened on Monday nights too, and I think that might just still be in play. So we're kind of up in the air about everything, but super excited about where it's going. And I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love your follows. Feel free to, hit that share button, share it out. You might comment, let me know where you're from. I would love to hear from you. So it's Shelly Jean, Saturday morning on this first week of September. And I am so looking forward to seeing you next Saturday, same time, 9 a.m. Central. And again, the link is in the post above this one, or maybe now it's below, probably below, at themorning5.com. And you can get your free 5 simple steps to extraordinary living. Put yourself in a new mindset and a new way to wake up every morning, and let's talk about that next week. All right, everyone, you take care. Have a great week. And again, thank you so much. I appreciate you and love you. Mwah. Bye.